Konnichiwa, artisto. That means hello, artist. This is Mrs. Horndorf. Today we are going to be learning about Sumi painting. Your project today is going to be a watercolor wash of a panda bear. All right, I hope you have fun. Let's get started. Now, a master Sumi painter would just wet his bamboo brush in the black ink and start forming this painting. Because this is an elementary art lesson, I'm going to let you sketch lightly the basic shape with a pencil, and then we're gonna go over it with black watercolor. Step number 1, we are going to make a slight circle here. Step number 2, we are going to bring up a curve down below. Sort of looks like the number 9. Do you see that? And then we're gonna curve back up. All right, next, you can sketch in lightly the little ears. Sketch in lightly where this eye is going to go. The eyes have patches, and then the little nose. Okay, so it's starting to look more panda-like. We are going to slightly sketch the leg. Another little shadow here for the other leg. And then the arm. We are going to wet our brush, our watercolor brush, in the black watercolor oval. Your brush must be wet to activate the paint. And gently, we are going to outline the lines that we want to keep. Okay, we are not going to outline the entire circle you drew for the head. Let's start here with the little mouth and the jawline. Give it a rest. Let's do the little nose and maybe the little smile. Already looking cute. Now for the eye, go ahead and fill in the eye patch, but leave a little bit of white for the eyeball to make the head. And we are going to come down one continuous line. Okay, so I have the basic outline of the body that we drew. We are going to now fill in this shadow of this back leg right here. Fill it in. I'm loading my brush with more of the wet paint from the little oval pan. Here is that other little chubby leg. Fill it in. Now fill in that arm. Little ear. The other little ear over here. It can overlap the head a little bit. After your watercolor painting is dry, if you end up noticing that you have any little pencil lines show up that you need to get rid of, wait for the watercolor paint to be dry, and then you can do that. You can get rid of that. Now I'm noticing something. This example here, he has no tail. I say, why not? Let's add the little tail. If you want to, of course. He's going to be laying in a field of bamboo. And we are going to practice painting these bamboo. Okay? All it is, friends, is rectangle, a little dash or a little swoosh in between, another rectangle, little swoosh, and then after that, just a few little lines for the branches. Okay, to get started, you will need water, clean water, rinse your brush, load your brush in water, and then rub over the oval to activate the green paint. Okay, hold your brush at an angle, not straight because then you will have a skinny line. Hold it at an angle and you are going to start from the bottom up. We are going to lay it down and pull up. That gave you a rectangle, correct? Little curve in between. Again, place it down on its side and pull up. That gave you another rectangle. If you get a little bit of a little missing part here, that is perfectly fine. Another little curve. If your paintbrush runs out of paint, activate the water and rub it over the oval again. And keep this motion going until you get to the top of your paper. If you see that it's too dark compared to the others, you can slowly soak up part of that excess paint and kind of carry it over to the lighter ones, just so that you have consistency, so that it looks about the same shade of green in all of the bamboo sections. Okay, another little curve and another rectangle. See how my brush ran out of paint? So I just rub on the watercolor again, place it on its side and pull up. And we have one bamboo tree. Repeat this process several times and then we'll go ahead and do the branches. The little branches, the little twigs that pull up, now you are going to hold your brush straight up and down to get a skinny little line. Okay, you just put your brush down right there in the middle of the curvy line and pull up. And you can do just a few. Now you are acting like a real Sumi artist because we are not following any pencil lines. We are just painting directly onto the paper with your paintbrush. Just very faint, thin little branches. Okay, so you have your beautiful panda. It should be dry. Do not make the bamboo before the panda dries because we don't want the colors to bleed into each other. Let's begin from the bottom of the paper. Remember, brush at an angle on its side, pull up, and little curve. Place it again, pull up, and little curve. Okay, I see that it's running out of paint, so I'm going to load it again. Pull up. Okay, we have our first one. Now here, in this original Sumi painting, he is holding a little bamboo branch. You can go ahead and paint one in if you would like your panda to be holding a little branch. Just make a little line there. Okay, that's pretty. You can also make a few little branches here, like your panda bear is laying on some bamboo branches. Just pull little lines. Remember, this is a wash. Gorgeous. And let's keep going. One reminder, friends, do not paint on top of the panda. He is the focal point to this painting. So you want to skip over him or her.